All right, we got JJ here. What's going on, JJ?
I am good, guys. I'm good.
Well, it's great.
Spring ball, perfect day.
Oh, this is it, man. This is it. Great to see a smile on your face and to have you here. And, we've all sort of talked about it a year later, a year into the Lincoln Riley era as an alum, as a great. How you feeling about the program?
Well, I mean, I'm excited because you can't judge. Even Pete Carroll wasn't successful his first year here, and he is regarded as one of the best, if not the best coach in USC history. Yep. Now, I know that Alex Grinch has taken a lot of heat, and some of my friends, including Sua, probably won't agree with me. But I got some questions for Sua.
Sua's turned a page here, JJ. He's turned a page. He's come in feeling very positive this spring.
Yes. Well, I got questions for Sua and Sean, and because I'm an academic All-American, I'm smarter than you guys. So, okay, but I do want to ask this: USC last year ranked 119th in
whatever it is. It's not good.
Yeah, in the nation last year, giving up 6.3 yards
per play. Yeah.
Okay.
Not a good stat.
That's not going to get it done.
No, it's not. Now, Oregon State was ranked number 35, giving up 5.1 yards.
That sounds better.
Play, right?
Oh, so you're saying it's relative.
I'm just saying, I'm saying it's relative. And what I am saying is that's a lot of yards per play, but the competition within the conference is good, which is why they're giving up. Everybody is not just these two teams. Everybody's giving up that many yards per play. These were, two of the worst teams in the conference. But when you talk about having the defensive coordinator come back, you got to give him a chance in his second year to improve upon it. It's not like 1 yard improvement we're talking about.
I got one question. Was Oregon State in playoff contention?
No.
So it ain't good enough.
But I'm talking about that just the competition within the conference. Everybody's air raid, so there's got to be a lot of
points.
There's got a lot to be yards given up.
But imagine how good this team could be if you could get them to that level, which doesn't necessarily. And I think I brought this up the other day. I was on a show, and it says you don't need to get to Iowa because they're not going to play offense like Iowa. And they're not playing against teams like Iowa. So anyone that thinks that there's a world in which you're number one in offense and defense, it's just not. It's not how it's going to work. But this is confusing. Now they're showing our old show inside the stadium. So here we go.
Trying to screw us up.
They are trying to screw us up. But if they can get to just that level where they are elite in the league, but in the top third in the country with this offense, they could do some serious damage.
Elite in the league would mean one of the tops in the country. Exactly. So, and we're looking at subtracting 1 yard per play over the course of the season.
That's a lot of plays, though.
Yeah, a lot of plays, yeah. But it's only 1 yard of improvement, which doesn't sound impossible.
How many plays are there in a season, Cody? Like, there's about 100 plays in a game?
Yeah, if you say 60. Yeah, well, actually, nowadays, it's a little bit more with the type of offense. I mean,
that's a good game.
I think a good game for offense is 60 to 65,
Right, so if you're defending 60
and I'm not going to do the math up here for 12 games.
It's 1 yard. It's 1 yard. He said 1 yard. The math is easy. So,
So 60 plays a game times 12?
Cody.
Yeah.
So you didn't
whatever that is, plus 1 yard is what it is.
That's one extra sack.
Yeah.
So now my thing for Alex Grinch is that even the player, Bryson Shaw, you guys hear his quote?
What has he got?
No.
He did not say, he put it on the players, right? And by the way, if you're that bad in tackling, that's not because your defensive coordinator is not putting you in position.
I was going to say, it better be some accountability on these players. The coach ain't the one missing the tackles.
That's right.
I mean,
JJ, let me get you back to your comfort zone. Let's talk about some offense. JJ, obviously you add a guy like Cliff Kingsbury to an already loaded offense with a Heisman winner and Lincoln Riley running. What does a guy like Cliff Kingsbury bring, you think, that can maybe put an extra eyeball on this offense?
Well, first of all, I think that it's credibility, because now you could say you have a guy on the staff that is a former NFL head coach. He's coached
Kyler Murray.
There's a lot of experience there. And if you want to go to the NFL, which every high school player does, come to USC.
You think it helps recruiting-wise?
Yes, recruiting-wise, enormous pickup.
What do they do, Cody? What is the actual job?
I mean, I don't know. I think
because he can't be an on-field coach.
No.
He can't really coach the players on the field.
Yeah, I think most importantly he's going to be in the meeting room. I also think it's going to be more important. Yes, for Caleb, it's going to be awesome to get some experience from Cliff, but I think it's going to be more so for Coach Riley and his coaching staff. Another
But
set of eyes.
Some variety to Coach Riley. Coach Riley's offense could expand.
Yeah, but
with a coach like this.
No, I agree, and it allows Coach Riley too with Cliff understanding, coming from the late great Mike Leach, coming from that system, understanding each other on offense. It allows Coach Riley to maybe be a little more helpful in special teams, be able to have a little more time with the defense, knowing, hey, Cliff understands what we're doing in the meeting rooms. I can trust him. I know what he's taking care of, and I can give my time elsewhere.
And my thought too, JJ, I would assume he will sit up in the press box. We've talked about this. No one really ever talks about it with Lincoln Riley because he's such a good play caller, but it was a big thing with Lane Kiffin and Steve Sarkisian and Clay Helton calling plays from the field and how difficult it is and how many different things you have to manage. Getting those Kingsbury eyes up in the booth that you trust, that has to be a positive.
No question about it. That's why the hire it's a humble approach by Lincoln Riley as well, to bring somebody in to a successful offense. We're not talking about the defense here. We're talking about an offense that was extremely successful last year. You can see the explosiveness. They'll have it again this year. And you add another. I mean, you got to humble yourself to do that. You know.
I think it's a win. I think it's a win-win for both. Yeah, win-win for both. You think about Nick Saban's program and how he likes to bring coaches in, high caliber, kind of a rehabilitation process, if you will. And Clint Kingsbury, he's had some wins in the NFL, and now he's trying to establish himself maybe back in college football.
And there's been a lot of they should do it for the defense too. They did. They brought in Greg Brown. He's just not quite as famous as Kingsbury,
but handsome.
But
Cliff Kingsbury. Woo! I don't know how you can hide him in the box though. You got to have that beautiful golden locks on the sideline there, JJ. Come on.
Right. I agree.
Thanks for agreeing.
JJ passed on that one.
He agrees. JJ agrees.
His hair is not golden either, and it's short.
Okay.
I'm trying to keep my job.
Maybe some highlights for Southern.
I'm trying to keep my job.
There you go.
Well, we're happy to have you, JJ. Always a big part of our broadcast as well. You can hear him throughout the fall season as part of our pregame show or halftime, postgame. JJ, just always happy to have you as part of it. One of our legends. Once upon a time, JJ had the most catches in USC history. Now, are you in the top 100 still, or where are you at?
I am.
They have.
Unless I keep throwing the ball like this, these bubble screens.
This offense is killing you, JJ. This offense is not doing much for the legacy, but it certainly is fun to watch. That's our guy, John Jackson. Great to have him in the house. Second half is underway here in the spring game. Looks like maybe a turnover. If the defense can pick the ball up, no, they can. It's a fumble-rooski. And Max Williams, the guy who had a bunch of turnovers last year, looks like he's ultimately the one who jumped on this. All right, we're back with more Trojans Live next.